Good afternoon, friends. Shall we begin this press briefing? I open the floor for questions. So we start from this side first. Keshav?
So, thank you. Good evening, Keshav from the Print. So I have two questions. Firstly, with regards to the Foreign Secretary's visit to Beijing, there was discussions on transporter river data being shared. So I just wanted to know if anything on the dam was raised during this meeting. And the second question is, how many Indian fishermen are currently in Sri Lankan prisons, sir? Given that there were reports about 30 fishermen arrested over the weekend, plus the incident with the 13 on Monday. So could you give us some clarity on that? Thank you.
ब्रह्म प्रकाश दुबे
Brahm?
प्लीज। मेरा सवाल है, जिस तरह से डोनाल्ड ट्रंप ने अभी ब्रिक्स को एक तरह से चेतावनी भरे लहजे में कहा है, तो उसको लेकर इंडिया किस तरह से सोचता है डॉलर में व्यापार करेगा?
Rishabh?
So good evening, Rishabh from Times Now. What Keshav asked during the Foreign Secretary's visit to Beijing, did we talk about the settlements that have been made in Aksai Chin area? A, and B, sir, Donald Trump, while speaking to reporters on board from Florida to Washington, said that Prime Minister might be visiting Washington next month, starting tomorrow in February itself. Do we have any update on that?
मधुरेंद्र, मैं न्यूज़ नेशन से। सर, मेरा सवाल पीएम के फ्रांस दौरे को लेकर है कि उसकी क्या तैयारियां चल रही हैं, किस तरह के एजेंडे हैं, क्या राफेल को लेकर डील भी संभावित है जो कि हो सकती है, और साथ ही क्या प्रधानमंत्री के अमेरिका दौरे पर क्या कोई टिप्पणी करना चाहेंगे, वो क्या फिक्स हो गई है?
So this is Soumya Jaiswal from Republic TV. Two questions. One, what is the update on Tahir Rana's extradition? By when can we expect him in India? Second, the question regarding the Foreign Interference Commission report on the definitive foreign link in regards to the Nijjhar killing case. Now, the Canadian High Commission has gone on to say that the panel is not mandated to probe the killing. What are your comments on that? Thank you.
Okay. So first, Keshav, regarding Foreign Secretary's visit, you would have seen our press release. The press release is self-explanatory. It talks about trans-border issues were discussed, river issues were discussed. So I would leave it at that. Your second question regarding number of fishermen, we have been giving out the numbers at certain interval. I don't have the exact figure with me, but it is available in public domain. What I can tell you is that the last press release that was issued was in regard to 13 fishermen who were apprehended, and 5 of them also sustained injuries, 2 of them seriously, and thereafter we had to summon the Sri Lankan Acting High Commissioner here in Delhi to convey our strong protest on it. ब्रह्म प्रकाश, ब्रिक्स के लेके जो हमारा नज़रिया है, पहले भी इस बात पर बात हो चुकी है। ब्रिक्स के अंदर जो भी डिसीजन लिया जाता है, जो भी तय किया जाता है, आपस में सब लोग मिलजुल कर एक कॉन्सेंसस के तहत किया जाता है। और जहाँ तक डॉलर का सवाल है, डी डॉलराइजेशन का सवाल जिसका आपने जिक्र किया, उसके बारे में हमारे विदेश मंत्री ने साफ कहा है कि हमारा कोई ऐसा स्ट्रेटजी और ऐसा कोई पॉलिसी नहीं है। ऋषभ, see, Foreign Secretary's visit, I would refer you to the press release that we've issued. In fact, it is quite detailed. There are several areas which have been listed out, including people-to-people ties, also Kailash Mansarovar Yatra, also about the early meeting on the India-China expert-level mechanism for resumption of to discuss resumption of provision of hydrological data and trans-border river issues. There are several other things that have been listed out, including that the two sides will conduct a number of commemorative activities to mark this anniversary, as also specific concerns on economic and trade issues were also discussed. So I would refer you to our press release, which gives the sum and substance of what was discussed between the two sides. On Prime Minister's visit, your question, yes, Prime Minister and President Trump had a telecon or telephone conversation some days back recently. The two sides are working on an early visit of the Prime Minister to the United States to further deepen India-US comprehensive global strategic partnership, and specific dates for this visit are still being worked out and will be announced at the appropriate time. मधु, फ्रांस में AI समिट होने वाला है, जिसपे हम लोगों को फ्रांस के राष्ट्रपति की तरफ से न्योता आया है प्रधानमंत्री के लिए. हम लोगों ने जैसे बताया है कि न्योता को स्वीकार किया गया है, तो वहाँ पर जो AI समिट में हमारे प्रधानमंत्री शामिल होंगे, उसके इस दौरे के बारे में विस्तृत जानकारी आपको जल्द ही प्रेस विज्ञप्ति के मामले से और उसके दिया जाएगा. तो मैं आपसे आग्रह करूंगा कि 2-4 दिन के बाद आपको और भी जानकारी इस पर प्राप्त होगी. Soumya, you had two questions. One was on the Tahavu Rana case. We would have seen that on 21st of January, the US Supreme Court declined a petition from the accused. With that, all roads, it looks that his appeal in the matter has been dismissed. We are now working with the US side on procedural issues for early extradition to India of the accused in the Mumbai terror attack. And we
Sir, I have some information regarding few Indians missing in Iran. So if you have some more details about that, and also are we in touch with our Iranian friends? Thank you.
Okay.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm William from CNN Taiwan. I would love to ask you, after the DeepSeek already shocked the world, and a few days ago, the IT department, Minister of IT department, they talked that India is already running our own AI model. So, what do you think any collaboration between India and Taiwan can do?
Smita.
Smita Sharma. There were plans of facilitating the visit of certain foreign diplomats in Delhi to Prayagraj for the Mahakumbh. Is that still on? Has it been put on hold following the accident and tragedy? And any updates further in terms of the Indians who are missing in Russia, the issue that was raised, has the death toll increased of the number of Indians who were serving in the Russian army?
Manas.
Manas from PTI. The press release that we issued after Foreign Secretary's visit to Beijing did not mention the border law. So is it that in fact the border issue will be discussed at the SR level talks only, and the diplomatic talks it will not be discussed? Just can you give some clarity on that?
Okay, so let's have 5 questions. So let's go one by one. Yeshi, first regarding the proposed visit. You see, all these high-level visits, they are decided based on the convenience of both sides. And as and when we have an update or something concrete to share, we do share with you. So similarly, in this particular case also, we will take the same approach. Siddhant, your question regarding missing Indians. 3 Indian nationals who had gone to Iran for business purposes, they are missing. They have gone missing. We are in touch with their family. We have taken up the matter with the Iranian embassy here and with the Iranian foreign ministry in Tehran. Both MEA and our embassy, we have strongly taken up the matter with the Iranian government so that we could relocate these people. We could see where they are, and so that we can render all assistance to them or to the family. These people had lost touch with their families soon after they landed in Tehran some time back. So, no, it could be that I don't know, there could be private matters, but we have taken up the issue strongly, and hopefully we will get assistance from the Iranian authorities to in locating these missing nationals, and we've also requested them to ensure their safety as well.
Where are they from?
There are three of them. They are from different parts of India, and we are in touch with their families as well. William, your question on AI, of course, we have our own program and we want to further develop that. And in that regard, we are in touch with several of our partners with whom we engage on technology issues, technology collaboration, and we would like to further strengthen them. Yes, tomorrow, I think I understand diplomats will be visiting Kumbh. The number of people who are joining, we'll share more details with you as and when we have. That we'll have to wait for tomorrow when these people will be going to visit the Mahakumbh in Prayagraj. On Indians missing in Russia, we had said that out of the 18 people, 16 who've gone missing, we are in touch with the Russian authorities who have been declared to be missing to look for them. And of those 2 people, one was injured. Hopefully he's recovering and he'll be back soon. And the other, in regard to the other person, we are in touch with the Russian authorities. So, the status remains what I had conveyed to you last time in regard to the number of people serving in Russian army issue was discussed. And we had a question from Manas. Manas, again, all the issues that were discussed have been put very well in the press release. In fact, I am also carrying a copy of that press release here. So I would request you to please go through it. It has several issues are discussed there. And when we, these FS level talks, it's also about discussing all bilateral issues in a comprehensive manner. So that would indicate the answer for your question. Vijay?
So there have been media reports in UK that claims that government, the Home Ministry of UK was, in its report has claimed that Hindu extremism is also a cause of concern, a threat, and they have placed this in Hindu extremism or Hindutva extremism on the sides of Islamist extremism and also the Khalistani extremism. So, you have any comment on that?
Mm-hmm. Divya?
Sir, Divya from the Indian Express. There were several extradition requests that India had sent to Canada. Have there been any forward movement on any communication on those requests?
Mm-hmm. Jessica?
Jessica Dhaneja for DD India. Given the current circumstances, is the Indian government concerned about the economic situation in Maldives?
Shivam?
Thanks, Shivam Patil from Reuters. After speaking to President Donald Trump, President Donald Trump told reporters after speaking to Prime Minister Modi that he will do what's right in terms of illegal immigration. Is there any update on that and what Mr.
कादम्बिनी शर्मा फ्रॉम एनडीटीवी। सर, कांगो को लेकर विदेश मंत्रालय का क्या असेसमेंट है? कितने भारतीय वहां पर फंसे हुए हैं और जो सेना की टुकड़ी वहां पर है उसके बारे में कोई जानकारी अगर हो?
Abhishek, coming to your matter regarding UK, we have seen some reports on this particular matter. The nature of the separatist and extremist threat out of UK is well known. I should not It should not be condoned and falsely equated. So that is our response to your question. Divya, on the extradition request, we have several. I beg your pardon, but I don't have the exact number with me right now, but we have spoken about it. The number of, I think it's 26 extradition requests which are pending. There has been, I don't have any update to share with you. Jessica, regarding your question on Maldives, we remain in close touch with Maldivian authorities on the situation facing them. Recent agreements that are likely to result in revenue loss for the Maldives government are obviously a matter of concern and do not bode well for the long-term fiscal stability of the country. We would obviously need to take that into account while framing our own policies. On illegal migration, last week I had stated our position very clearly. India is firmly opposed to illegal migration, especially as it is linked to other forms of organized crime. As part of India-US migration and mobility cooperation, both sides are engaged in a process to deter illegal migration, while also creating more avenues for legal migration from India to the US. We are keen to continuing this cooperation. At the same time, Government of India would need to do the required verification, including nationality of the concerned individuals, before they are deported to India. Any talk of numbers, you've seen there's a lot of talk about numbers, any talk of numbers at this stage is premature, but I do want to emphasize that cooperation between India and the US is strong and effective in this domain. This will be evident in times to come. कदमनी डेमोक्रेटिक रिपब्लिक कॉन्गो में वहाँ पर हम लोगों ने देखा कि कुछ शहरों में, कुछ हिस्सों में वहाँ पर संघर्ष चल रहा है. डेमोक्रेटिक रिपब्लिक ऑफ कॉन्गो में करीबन 25,000 भारतीय नागरिक रहते हैं. जहाँ लड़ाई चल रही थी, अभी 2 दिन से मेरे ख्याल से लड़ाई वहाँ रुका हुआ है. गोमा शहर में कोई 1001 भारतीय नागरिक थे, उसमें से ज़्यादातर लोग वहाँ से सुरक्षित निकल गए हैं. हमारे एम्बेसी ने कई एक एडवाइजरी भी जारी की है और साथ में हेल्पलाइन नंबर भी दिए हैं ताकि किसी को कुछ मुश्किलात हो तो उनसे तुरंत संपर्क बनाएं. और हमारे दूतावास किंशासा में काफ़ी दूर है, गोमा शहर से कोई 1500-2000 किलोमीटर काफ़ी दूर है, 2500 किलोमीटर दूर है. उनसे समुदाय से लगातार संपर्क में है और कोई भी व्यवस्था अभी तक हमारे पास जो खबर है, हमारे जितने नागरिक हैं वहाँ सब सुरक्षित हैं और हमारे समुदाय के साथ हमारी जो एम्बेसी है लगातार संपर्क बनाए हुई है. जहाँ तक भारतीय सैनिक जो यूएन में काम करते हैं उनका प्रश्न है, करीबन 1200 लोग वहाँ पर जो यूएन मिशन चल रहा है मुनुस्को, उसके तहत 1200 भारतीय सैनिक वहाँ हैं और वो उनका भी हाल ठीक है, सब लोग सुरक्षित हैं और उनके संदर्भ में हम यूनाइटेड नेशन के साथ लगातार टच में हैं और वहाँ पर जो गतिविधियाँ चल रही है उस पर उसके साथ बातचीत कर रहे हैं. Can we have more questions then? Rishikesh?
Sir, Rishikesh from PTI. So, Home Advisor of Bangladesh has stated that they will seek to scrap the existing border agreement when DG level discussions happen between BGP and BSF. Any comments on that? And my second question is regarding this FS level talks in China. So, have we delinked our border issues with China from trade and other diplomatic relationships? As the Army Chief on 13th of this month, January, mentioned that India and China are still in a degree of standoff. So can we consider our ties with China to be normal now?
Thank you, sir. Another question about Bangladesh. Pakistan's foreign minister is paying a visit to Dhaka next month, and there were some reports of a recent visit by the Pakistani ISI chief to Dhaka. And my question is, does India have any view or concerns on growing diplomatic or potential defense ties between these two countries? And if so, what are they? Thank you.
Neeraj?
सर, बांग्लादेश ने भारत के साथ जो सीमा पर समझौते हैं उनमें से कुछ समझौतों को असमान बताते हुए उसे खत्म करने की मांग भी की है। और दूसरा सर, अभी विदेश मंत्रालय के अतिरिक्त सचिव जो कि नेपाल गए थे, वहाँ पे वार्ता हुई है उनकी, और वहाँ पर जो सीमा कार्य समूह है उसकी बैठक कई समय से नहीं हुई है, तो उसको फिर से शायद सक्रिय करने पर बात हुई है, तो उसके बारे में क्या जानकारी?
Okay. First, Rishikesh, your question regarding the comments made by the Home Advisor. See, the DG level talks between BSF and the border guard Bangladesh are scheduled from February 17th to 20th, 2025, next month in Delhi, during which all border-related issues are proposed to be discussed. We expect all mutually agreed MOUs and agreements, I would say, to be honored. These form the basis for structured engagements between India and Bangladesh, in fact, between the border guarding forces of the two countries, and these facilitate creation of mutually beneficial security and trade infrastructure along the border. So our point is we'll be having talks between the BSF and BGB in February, and we expect all mutually agreed MOUs and agreements to be honored. On the standoff, we had clarified, Rishikesh, that there is, on this particular issue, we had talked about EM's own statement, so I would refer you to look at that. As far as the Foreign Secretary's visit is concerned, this was a Foreign Secretary level visit, which we have with several countries. And during the visit, all issues of mutual concern were discussed in a comprehensive manner. John, insofar as developments in our neighborhood, we always keep a close watch on what's happening, and we do take appropriate measures to safeguard our interests. नीरज, नेपाल में अभी हमारे एडिशनल सेक्रेटरी जो नेपाल को देखते हैं उनकी वहाँ का दौरा हुआ है, और उस दरमियान उन्होंने काफ़ी वहाँ पर जो उनके आलाधिकारी हैं उनसे बातचीत हुई, और कि नेपाल और भारत के रिश्ते को किस प्रकार से और प्रगाढ़ और मजबूत किया जाए, और अन्य चर्चाओं पे बातचीत हुई है। इसके बारे में कुछ और भी आपने जो टेक्निकल जानकारी मांगी उसका जवाब मेरे पास नहीं है, लेकिन मैं ये कह सकता हूँ कि दोनों देशों के बीच में रिश्ते मजबूत और अच्छे हैं, और हम इन रिश्तों को और मजबूत करना चाहते हैं। और इसी के संदर्भ में ये जो दौरा हुआ था एडिशनल सेक्रेटरी का, अभी कार्यभार उन्हें संभाला है, वो नेपाल गए थे ताकि वहाँ पर आला अधिकारी से बात करके किस प्रकार से इस रिश्ते को और आगे ले जाना है, इस पर बातचीत हो सके। With that, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the close of this session. Thank you very much.